Hey guys, Luke Goldies here with some not so good news. So today is January 18th, 2025, the last day that TikTok will be legal in the United States. And I know you guys out there watching are my YouTube subscribers, but if you didn't know, I'm originally a TikToker. I really got into video content creation on TikTok. And starting tomorrow, my account there with 5 million followers, actually my largest platform is on TikTok. My account there with 5 million followers, I won't be able to access it anymore. It'll be gone, poof, dust into the wind, because starting tomorrow, it will not be legal for service providers to host TikTok. And the crazy thing is like I would not be a content creator. I would not be even here on YouTube or on Instagram or making all this goldfish content if it was not for TikTok. Now, luckily, years and years ago, they started, talking about this TikTok ban, and from there I got a little spooked, so I started posting more on Instagram, I started posting more on YouTube, I started posting more on Facebook. So I have good sized followings on this platform and Instagram and Facebook. So when TikTok gets banned, I'm not done for, all right? I'm not gonna be filling out the engineering job applications and, be forced to find a job. However, it definitely will take a hit to my monthly income. It will definitely take a hit to my monthly sales for my goldfish feed, for my merch, for my plushies, all those kinds of things. I definitely get a lot of viewership from TikTok, and starting tomorrow, that's just gonna be going away. So definitely sad news for me. But good news for my YouTube followers out there, because I'm basically just going to be back here, probably focusing more on YouTube content now that TikTok is gone. So I try to look at everything as a blessing in disguise. I'm hoping this is going to be a blessing in disguise, though definitely in the short term, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt the wallet. But honestly, if I'm being honest, I've been through worse. So this is a story that I haven't really shared online publicly before. But as you guys know, I live here in New Hampshire, and I bought my own place, and I built this whole fish basement you see around me, by myself 2 years ago. And when I first moved, I was hit with a bunch of financial attacks and curses all at the same time. And it was actually quite the stressful financial time for me. So right around the time that I moved, I made the single largest purchase I've ever done. I put the down payment on this house. And around that very same time, as soon as I put that down payment on the house, so my bank account was already very low. I was like, I'll be okay. I'll be able to make the money back. I actually got banned on Facebook for a whole year. And at that time, I was probably making around 50% of my income from Facebook. So I just bought a house. I now have a monthly mortgage. 50% of my income gone, just like that. And also right at that time, a good chunk of my income came from Instagram. There's an Instagram bonus for the reels you posted. They also ended that program right at the exact same time. And also around that time, so you guys know I used to be sponsored by Goldfish Island. Right around that time when I announced that I'm moving to this new property and I'm gonna start breeding fish and selling more fish, they felt a little threatened that I was gonna do that. So they actually said, we no longer want to sponsor you because there's gonna be potential competition in the future. We don't wanna support you. So they dropped me. They dropped me just like that. And now they actually went out of the business. Kind of a little funny, but also sad. Not gonna comment on it, but regardless of that, so I lost my sponsorship from Goldfish Island, I lost my Facebook income, I lost my Instagram income, and then even at that time, my TikTok momentum and my YouTube momentum were a little bit lower. So I was scared out of my mind. I was like, what's gonna happen? I'm losing all my income. I just bought a new place. I have all this monthly mortgage I gotta support. But you know what? I just woke up, I grinded, I continued on, I made videos, I did new merch projects, and I just continued chugging on, and eventually things balanced out. And going through that, it was stressful as heck. It was very stressful during that time. Because I basically went from having a ton of money, making a ton of money, to spending it, boom, on a new home and then all my income, lowering all at the same time. Luckily, I've recovered since then. But going through that, it's kind of toughened me, and it's honestly made me not so worried about the future. So yeah, TikTok, even to this day, gives me a good amount of my monthly income. Not as much as Facebook did, back then, and definitely gives me a good amount of my monthly, users that go to my website and buy my products. I believe I'm just going to be able to thug it out. I'm just going to continue making videos. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. So as you can see, I'm here on YouTube making a video. I really should make more long videos, but I just wanted to take this time to sit here and talk with you guys because I did just film my goodbye video to my TikTok audience. So I just filmed that goodbye video. And I said in that video, come watch me on YouTube. Well, here I am on YouTube. So I hope some of you guys come over here and are watching this video. But anyway, I just wanted to say, sometimes income is plentiful, sometimes income runs dry. You just gotta work through it. You're gonna have hills and valleys, hills and valleys. That's the life of a content creator, that's the life of a business owner. And looks like, with the TikTok ban, we're about to enter a little bit of a hill, but I'm no stranger to that. But anyway, very long preface for a video that originally I was planning on just showing you my new baby goldfish. So why don't I show you guys my new baby goldfish, because they've actually grown pretty well. So these are some of my new baby goldfish. They're probably around 3 weeks old now. And as you can see, they're really starting to look like, little baby fish now. And you probably see those little long trails of caca hanging out their butt. So when you feed your goldfish constantly, they'll start growing these things like these poop trains. So you'll see those little poop trains, they grow those things, and because they're basically eating at the same rate in which they're pooping, and the poop train can sometimes even become longer than their entire digestive tract. And I really only notice this in the baby goldfish because they're constantly eating. They're constantly eating, these guys. But yeah, we have this batch of goldfish right here. And we also have this batch of goldfish right here, which is really just a couple days old. So you can just begin to see those little hairline fishies. Those guys are just a couple days old. At this age, they're literally like some little hairs that are moving around. So yeah, these guys have just become free swimming. And now that they're free swimming, you know what this means? It means we gotta feed them some spirulina powder. So I know that normally I feed baby goldfish freshly hatched baby brine shrimp, but recently I've been trying to feed them spirulina powder because this is much easier to have readily available to feed these guys. So I'll just take some of the spirulina powder and I'll hold it in my hands here and watch how it just kind of becomes these little tiny particulates in the water. So these little things floating in the water, the goldfish will swim and they'll just kind of like, they'll just eat it. They'll hunt down and they'll eat it. And obviously this is much easier than hatching baby brine shrimp for them to eat. But I'm just trying to see if it can result in similar growth, because if so, that would be good. Also guys, I wanted to show you this new way to change water on baby goldfish tanks. So this is gonna be revolutionary. This is gonna be super important because for the longest time, changing water in baby goldfish tanks was like the most time-consuming aspect of goldfish breeding. But now, with this little box net thing, I've discovered a way to change the water in baby goldfish tanks at full speed, at full speed, without risking sucking those babies up. So I basically suspend the pump in the middle of this box here. I suspend the pump in the middle of this box here, and this way, we don't have a high pressure right against the mesh net. Because in the past, I've tried wrapping the pump with just a mesh net, but even when you do that, the mesh net gets sucked up next to the face of the pump, and then even the baby goldfish gets sucked up against that. This way, I can suspend the pump in a boxed mesh net where it's not directly touching it. As you can see, there's a little bit of space between there and the face of the pump. So this way, it'll just suck the water at full speed. And then I can basically do a water change on this baby tank the same exact rate that I do water changes on all my other tanks. And also, I don't grind up the little babies. So this is huge. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna continue finishing up my little water change on this baby tank and some other maintenance around the basement. And I'll catch you in the next video. looks like I'm probably going to be doing a little more vlogs. Again, everything's a blessing in disguise. I'm probably going to be doing some more vlogs now that TikTok is banned. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. To my TikTok followers that came here to my YouTube, welcome. We've missed you. Hope you enjoy, and excited to make content for you guys here on out. Luke Scoldies, out.